This year is the 20th anniversary of Richard Burns Rally being released. It's the greatest rally game of all time, and we thought we'd celebrate by taking every WRC Drivers' Championship winning car out for a quick skid around Churton Head, one of the original Richard Burns Rally stages. There's some pretty fun cars here. They're all included in the game in the mod that I'm driving, apart from one. And yeah, let's get into it. So Richard Burns Rally was released 20 years ago. It was July that it was actually released, the 9th of July on PlayStation 2 and Xbox in Europe. And then it was Australia next, the 16th of July. And then it went to Japan later. And it actually came to Windows in September of 2004. So the version that I'm playing kind of came out later this year. But yeah, 20 years ago, pretty much now, it came out on console. It also came out on Gizmondo, which I didn't even know was a thing, but apparently that's a video game console. So if you had one of those, good for you. On release, this game was pretty awesome. It was a really hardcore sim. It featured a lot of real-life tuning and guidance by Richard Burns himself, and a bunch of help from Possum Bourne as well, another fantastic rally driver. Reviews were pretty mixed when this game came out. A lot of reviews say that this was too unfriendly to be fun, which I think is kind of hilarious to look back on as a sim racing game. This was too simmy, too hardcore for people to enjoy. But as we've learnt, this game is incredible and it's got such a cult following, I think, in sim racing. It is the most played, really, rally game across all the years, and it's still being played a lot this year, 20 years after it was released. So today I'll be driving every car that won the World Rally Championship Drivers' Championship around one of the OG tracks, Churton Head. We're missing one car. The Rally 1 car is not in Richard Burns Rally at the moment, like the hybrid and stuff isn't in any of the mods that I could find. But everything else is there. You can drive every other car that has won the WRC since 2004. So let's get started with the Citroën Xara. So we're at Churton Head doing a stage in our first car, the Citroën Xara.
1, go. 5 left, long, and 6 right.
This track
60.
is included in the base
left,
version of Richard Burns Rally. It's vanilla content.
Left,
it's
narrows. Into
very old
3
school,
right, half long,
but it's got a really nice flow to it, I think.
and 4 left, very long.
And this car itself was driven by Sebastian Loeb
Tightens
to
late.
3 championships, I think it was,
5
including
right,
one
tightens,
that was actually won by a privateer team.
6 right,
Because
into over crest
the
80,
factory team
brake,
pulled
2
out
left, 50.
for a series, which is kind of interesting. And he won the championships, well, his final championship, even though he got injured.
6 right, into over crest, and 4 right,
This is a
long,
really cool
100.
car, one of the OG Citroën awesome cars.
Short, 6 right, 50. 6 left, into over crest, into dip, into
So the second car I'm in is the Citroën C4, and this one
short, 6
was
right,
also
50.
driven
6
to
left, into over crest, into
a bunch of
dip,
championships
into, 5
by
left,
Sebastian
tightens,
Loeb.
and 4 right, narrows, into short,
4
4
titles
left,
he won in
50.
this car.
4 right, into over crest, dip, and 5 left, into over crest,
Some
200.
other drivers who drove this car include Sebastian Ogier, also Peter
Short, 4
Solberg,
left, narrows,
and
into
Kimi
4
Räikkönen
right,
actually
don't
drove
cut,
this as well.
and over crest, and 5 left, 70.
Whoa.
5 right, long,
Yeah, very fun
tightens,
car, this one.
continues over crest, 60. 3 right, 120. 6 right, and 4 left, narrow.
So our next car is the Citroën DS3, and this one
5 left, long,
was
tightens,
driven by
3,
Sebastian
narrows,
Loeb
into,
again
2
to
right,
wins
cut,
in 2011 and 2012.
2 left, round, 200.
It is a 1.6 litre turbocharged engine. The previous cars were all 2 litres, so it's slightly smaller, but still a very fast car. Over the jump
2
here,
left, and 6 left,
hard on the brakes.
and
I'm not the
4
best
right,
rally
long,
car
into,
driver,
over
but
crest,
I have a lot of fun
tightens, late, 50.
driving on this. Oh.
Over crest.
And this game
4
still
left,
holds up
ruts.
so well.
Care.
It's
5 left. Long,
incredible.
40.
Things like this, like you got ruts on the track
Over
and
crest,
stuff,
120.
bumps, stuff that you really don't
Two
see
right,
in modern
50.
rally racing games.
Six
Next
right,
caravan
140.
is the Volkswagen Polo. This one was driven by Seb Ogier,
Over crest,
and it was Volkswagen's return to
4 left,
WRC. It was
into,
insanely
over crest,
successful.
60. 6 right, and
This car was probably one of the most
short,
successful
3
cars
left,
in the history of the
cut, and
WRC,
3
I'd say.
right, long, into, over crest, 200.
3 of the championships it won every rally but 2, and 1 of the championships it won every rally but 1. So it was insane.
5 left, tightens, very long, don't cut late.
Very, very successful car.
Continues over crest, 5.
Alright, now for the
Two
biggest
right,
braking
80.
zone in this stage. I'm in the Ford Fiesta. This is a car that took Seb Ogier to 2 titles.
Bump.
M Sport
6
weapon.
right, long.
I love the look of this car. It's got huge
Tightens
amounts of
into,
aero.
Over crest, 60, crest, and 4 left, 100.
Very fun car.
Over crest, 3 right, long.
Now this final car is
4 left,
the Toyota
half long,
Yaris.
into, over crest,
We're driving
80.
the 2018 version. This
Water.
car
2 right,
won some titles with Oit Tanak and
Over
Seb
crest.
Ogier. And the newer version, the GR Yaris, which is a Rally 1 spec car, has won a bunch with Kalle Rovanperä.
finish.
This is the most modern car that we have in terms of the champions. We don't have the Rally 1 car in the game at the moment, but we do have the Yaris before it. So it's as close as you can get. But that car is lovely to drive. And Churden Head is such a great stage as well. Honestly, really fun. So that was every car that's won the WRC since 2004, and Richard Burns Rally came out. It's been a crazy 20 years. It's wild how time has flown. I remember playing Richard Burns Rally. I rented it from the local library, from like my local council. For some reason, my local library had like some video games, but they were only educational video games, and Richard Burns Rally, and that was apparently educational. So I remember playing it there, and I hope you got to play Richard Burns Rally as well at some point over the last 20 years. If you didn't, now's a good time to get started. All the mods and the cars I drove today were on the Rally Sim Fans mod, I should say as well. You can find that by going to, I think it's rallysimfans.hu. .hu. If you go there, you can find all the cars and information that I was using. Otherwise, if you loved Richard Burns Rally, please let us know in the comments. Otherwise, you can like the video if you found it entertaining, and you can subscribe to Overtake for more sim racing videos. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.